What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. As you guys know, there is a lot of stuff going on here at the shop. So Rudnik and Justin, they are doing a great job of getting everything all put together with this thing. Pretty much got the engine out of it the other day, and then now they have the engine on the engine stand. They did the S&S diesel, the DCR pump on it, so the upgraded fuel pump, doing some other gaskets and things like that. Decided to go ahead and pull off the oil pan and reseal the oil pan because these 6.7s have a big issue. Essentially in 2013, I think, they switched to just a fully silicone oil pan. So there's no little gaskets, not like a silicone ribbon or like an O-ring style gasket. It's literally just RTV on the bottom. And that's, I think, for Ford to save a little bit of money. So Rudnik went ahead and got all that stuff pulled off today. They worked on that quite a bit. So he got his oil pan right here, and he's gonna get ready to put that stuff back on tomorrow. He's got tons of parts from Ford. They're installing some airbags right there, which they're not really working out that great. Sonny isn't making that much progress right now. Basically just been getting ready to paint the rest of the stuff for the truck. So we painted the hood the other day, the front grille, as well as the tailgate. So we got the tailgate right here. That all looked really good. And I've been kind of just waiting around today for it to cool off. It was just so hot. I wanted to wait till the temperatures were not like 95 degrees. When you're painting silver and metallics and all that stuff in really hot temperatures and you don't have the correct reducers, sometimes they could kind of model and do some other stuff. So I was kind of waiting around for that. So finally cooled off. So we have front fender getting paint, back fenders getting paint, and then obviously just the whole bed is getting paint. That's pretty much it. Everything is in the booth. Gonna need to do one final wipe down, mask off a couple things. Gonna lay down some sealer, and then we're gonna go ahead and lay down the base coat. And then I have to do a lot of masking, paint the other base coat because the two-tone on the truck, and then after that, then do full clear coat. So it's gonna be a couple-hour process. As you can see right now, we're down about 70 degrees. Look at the humidity. Everything changed literally today. It was 95 degrees and like 0% humidity. Now it is raining outside. We got some things going on, but yeah, hood and everything turned out good, but I just wanna make sure that the bed, everything looks really, really good. So I guess nothing to it. Get in the paint booth and start painting. Hey guys, just wanted to interrupt this video real quick to let you guys know that there's only a few days left for you to grab your last minute entries for a chance to win this super sick Super Duty. If you guys didn't know, we're giving away this truck on motionautotv.com. It's got the full white paint match 22 front end, Morimoto LED headlights. It's got a Lariat Sport bumper, paint match white as well, 35-inch tires, 20-inch wheels, leveling kit. This thing is freaking sweet. Crew cab, long bed, super clean interior. It's ready to go to work or be your daily driver. So if you haven't gotten in for a chance to win that thing yet, be sure to click the link in the description. Giveaway ends on July 31st. Appreciate the support. Let's get on with today's video. So it's time to get painting on these bed sides. I'm gonna go ahead and mix up some 2K sealer. So this is already white, so it's gonna help that silver lay down really smooth. So a little bit of hardener, a little bit of reducer. Mix it up real nice. This stuff should be ready to spray. So I'm starting off in the back of the paint booth. This is kind of it's really dark back here. I really need to get some extra lights, but it works for now. You'll see later in the video I pull out my flashlight when I'm actually trying to paint in the back. So what I'm trying to focus on right now is just trying to get a smooth, even coat all the way around the bed. Silvers don't usually cover that well, especially like a silver metallic. If we were to try to paint over a lot of this stuff, you could see it kind of has, let's call it a camouflage look because of, you know, the variances between the sanded primer and then the dark from the previous color of the bed. It takes a lot of paint to actually cover that in just a straight silver. You could eventually get it there, but you'd probably have to do like 5 or maybe 8 coats of the silver in order to get it to fully cover. So you can see right here, since I already painted in the booth previously, these things kind of had a little layer of overspray on them. And my focus was to try to keep everything super smooth, because when you're building up layers of sealer or anything, you could actually get a little bit of texture in the paint, and it'll make the silver look weird, and it'll kind of look marbly versus if you have like a nice smooth coat on it. This coat of sealer isn't completely covering it, so we will have to do another coat. But one of the other benefits of adding a sealer before you spray, especially with a metallic, is, let's say there is some 220 grit, 400 grit sand scratches. Sometimes that metallic will lay in it a little bit weird and kind of give it a different variance, whereas this kind of fills in all those scratches and gives you a nice, smooth, even base to put your metallic silver or any other metallic color over. Got the first coat of sealer on, and everything looking really nice. So now we pretty much just need to base all of this stuff in silver. I'll go ahead and hit it with a tack rag, so if there's any like overspray, any other dust, so we'll go ahead, hit this with the silver. Once we're done with the silver, then I have a lot more work to do, because I have to base it silver, let it sit for like 20-30 minutes until I could actually tape on it, and then I need to actually pull it out of the booth and then do that tape line for the two-tone stuff. So it's gonna be a little while. It's a little bit late. My watch is dead. It's like 9 o'clock at night, but I'll probably be here till like 12 or 1. So here we go. The base coat is done on the bed. I've let it sit for about 30 minutes or so, and you can tape on this stuff for, actually it's probably been 40 minutes. You can tape on it after about 45. So as you can see, I have this Milwaukee laser level, and it's going down the side of the bed. And primarily what I'm going to use this for is to lay out that two-tone line. And I've never done this before, so you know, we're just gonna do it. But I want it to be straight, I want it to match. The other bed, what I did is I did this left-hand front. So this is the line, and then this is a piece on the bed side. So essentially I'm gonna take these pieces of tape, take them and transfer them over to the bed, and then get a, you know, a front line, a back line. We'll basically just tape on the laser all the way down. And then what we'll go ahead and do after that is take the fender flares and stick those on the body as well. Run a tape line on that. From there, then I should be able to mask off all of the silver, and then we will be able to have a straight line. What do you think of that laser?
Dude, you actually got it on the money. It's literally perfect. You're a smart cookie, dude. You really are.
I looked in the laser beam and it lost my eyesight.
I already been blind once, so.
That's good. So how I ended up having to level it is I just put these guys right here on the back, pumped it up a little bit.
Came up with that idea in probably 30 seconds. Yeah. Smart guy.
Well, the laser just makes sense. So now, tape line, and then put the flares on. Another tape line.
And then whoosh.
And then more paint. Look what time it is. Wow.
It's tan line time.
So we got the line all on here. So again, those little reference marks that we made on the other bed, just straight up, we have a line laser. Looks pretty decent. The other side, we got this masked off on there. So that should be fun. And yeah, now I just got to duplicate on this side. All right, it's back to the booth. Got this thing all masked off. Tried to just seal all of the edges so that way no paint would get in on the silver, because obviously I don't want to do anything with that. But fender flares, basically just base all that stuff on the bottom. I went ahead and pulled the fender out of here. I need to take some measurements on the thing, but it's already 1 o'clock in the morning. It's just taking a little bit longer, you know, like just everything, a little bit longer than we thought. Throw some base on these, and I think I'm actually just gonna come back and clear tomorrow in the morning and just clear everything together after I do the other base on the fender. So I thought I had a video of actually painting the silver on the truck, but I guess I accidentally turned off the GoPro. But as you've seen in that last clip, we got everything all taped up, masked up, ready to go. So now it is time to spray this base coat. I'm actually using a different paint gun. I borrowed this one from DNS. This is the version 2 of the Iwata LS400. I think mine is a little bit older and it's a little bit worn out. I think I need to get the rebuild kit with it, but I was just wanted to try out a new gun, see if it laid out the metallics a little bit better, and it definitely seemed like on this silver and even on this metallic on the very bottom that everything laid out super smooth with no marbleization or tiger striping or anything like that, which I was really happy about. There's also another reason why I waited till late at night to paint, was because during the day it was really hot. So it was like 92 to 95 degrees that day, and when it's so hot and everything's evaporating so fast, it could change the way that the metallics lay out. So just wanted to be safe, wanted this stuff to look good, so we decided to wait till later in the evening. You could really see how the layers of color build up and kind of get rid of that marbleization. And obviously, you know, first coat's not really covering well, second does pretty good, and then on the third one everything is completely covered. So this is the next day. Went ahead and went to the truck on the other side of the shop, taped some reference lines on here because we needed to do the two-tone on the front fender, and we went ahead and painted everything in the booth last night, but it was just already so late. I didn't want to pull this down, mess with it, so all I really need to do today is put the two-tone on the bottom of this silver fender and then clear coat everything. And it's okay to clear coat because it's within the 24-hour window. We left the shop last night at like 2 o'clock in the morning, and it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon, so we're less than 12 hours into our window. So we'll go ahead and get all of this stuff, get the bottom of it done. I guess I could show you the line too. Check this out, two-tone line. Turned out really good. So everything is all based in here today, so all I really need to do is just put a little bit of base coat on this, and honestly I might even just do it out here in the shop just to not get anything else, and then it's clear coat time. So now it's time for clear coat. Again, starting off in the back of the booth, I actually stuck a magnetic paint light in the corner back there so I could see a little bit better. Now it's really hot, it's about 95 degrees, so I'm just kind of blasting through this as quick as I can, but you can see going down the side of this thing looks really nice. I absolutely love silver, but silver is a huge challenge to paint, to get the metallics to lay down correctly and really nice, and that's why we did all that stuff last night. Again, trying out this different paint gun using the 3M PPS system, which is really nice because you can kind of paint upside down. The whole two-tone thing is definitely a lot more work, but it is very satisfying when you unmask everything and you get everything painted together. It just looks like a brand new piece of candy. Like, look at that right there. As soon as you get that clear on it, everything just shines up and just looks so nice. I was really happy with how that line turned out too. See, using the flashlight again in the back of the booth, it is really dark back there. For sure need to get some paint booth lights, but just kind of going around the edges, kind of touching up everything. I actually did 3 coats of clear on this, so you guys are only seeing a small portion of this, but we don't want to waste y'all's time. Let's see what Ruddy thinks of this. All right, so the clear has been on there for a couple hours, and Ruddy has just been so busy, he hasn't even looked at it.
I literally haven't seen it. Me and Justin have been working all day putting the engine in the new truck, which it is almost done. And like, I'm actually so excited to actually properly drive this thing down the road. And like, I think it's gonna look sick. And even with the boomer stripe, dude, the boomer stripe is new. So the boomer stripe may look good.
It might be all right. So you guys ready to see the paint? Paint with the clear coat. Obviously, they seen everything last night.
Yeah. Oh, buddy, come on. Dude, it's glass. It's literally glass. These look unreal. And look at that line, dude.
I'm really surprised at how straight
the line is insane.
Well, it's kind of weird because the fender actually like tucks down underneath the truck. So this line is actually taller than this line, but when it's on the truck, since the bed kind of rolls down, this is actually taller. So if we wouldn't have been able to do that with the laser,
the stripe was a nightmare.
Yeah.
The stripe was an absolute.
Well, and then I had to paint this morning, so that's all.
Oh, I didn't even see the fender.
Yeah. So
the
we
fender
did
looks good. Do you think all of this nice new paint is gonna make the cab look like junk? Like, dude, everything is brand new,
Yeah.
you know? And then we got the cab and it's fucked.
So yeah, everything laid out really good. So
No, the bed is amazing.
No, the bed is great.
And it's so cool to look back on how messed up this bed actually was when we got it off the guy on Facebook Marketplace. Like, dude, this thing is straight. Josh spent, what, a week on just doing a bunch of
I think he had,
this thing?
I don't know how many hours it was, but it was decent. He definitely had some decent hours in it.
No, for sure.
But yeah,
I mean,
now
he did a killer job.
bed liner, all that stuff will be.
Because remember, there was like a huge indent in here. There was a dent there.
There was dents, this whole thing. There was a big giant dent right here.
It's on the side.
Yeah, because it was just hail damage.
Yeah.
And then there was dents down here too, because it was upside down.
Yeah, no, it looks really good. I actually really like the stripe, like when it's new. I don't think the stripe's bad. And with our wheels, dude, the wheels that we got, I mean, kind of matches.
I don't know.
The one thing that-
Trevor had an idea to tie in the wheels, the bumper, and the grills, and I think to be one sleek look.
Yeah.
So we thought, like, what if we did this color on the front bumper? So it'd be like a paint match.
I don't think it's a terrible idea. Did you already paint your bumper
No.
silver? So what, would we just trade my chrome for your black or whatever?
But I think he has
Sure.
a bumper prepped for paint matching, right?
Yeah.
The black.
So then if we did the silver grill,
Do you think the silver and silver is gonna look good? Like I've seen you paint match trucks and I think it always looks really good. I've just never seen the whole silver to silver.
silver and
you know?
silver looks better than you would think.
You think so?
Yeah.
But
It just
I
changes it.
It almost seems like it's gonna just clash too much, like all together. You know, like
No.
there's just too much of one thing.
Have you ever seen like a guy who has like a red shirt and then some red shorts and then some red shoes and it like, you're
Yeah,
kind of
it-
not sure, but it kind of looks tight?
Depends on the person, but yeah,
Yeah.
I can see that. Yeah.
Well, and
Or
then
like
you
a-
do your platinum inserts on your grill and do those in the black color, and then just tie it from
nice
rear to
accent.
front.
Yeah, that'd look good. I don't know. The first thing I want to do is I want to, like, once we get the cab back down, I want to just put up the grill, see what it looks like, put up the chrome grill, you know, and like really decipher where we want to go. So let's maybe hold off to just paint the bumper, and then we'll go when the cab is actually back
Yeah.
on, you know, just so we can actually visualize it.
So we only have a couple more days of painting left. No, I mean really the only thing left to paint for any of these things is really the front bumper. So
It came out good. It came out really fucking good.
Absolutely amazing.
well, and then I guess a little bit of update on them. They have the engine all set in there. So everything is that's what they've been working on today. So engine is in the truck. My engine stand is available. So one of the next things that we actually need to do is actually start working on getting the engine ready to go back in my truck now. Obviously, you know, this thing is taking up some space on the lift and, you know, I don't want this thing sitting forever. So probably Monday we'll start working on my engine, getting it ready. But also, just before we go, it is only a few short days left for you guys to get entered for a chance to win this thing. Giveaway ends on July 31st at 11:59 Colorado time. So if you guys haven't got any entries for a chance to win the Super Duty with the 2022 paint match front end with the Morimoto headlights, we got the 20-inch wheels, 35s, leveling kit, we got the paint match handles, paint match, all this stuff. The inside of this thing's freaking super clean. So if you guys haven't got any entries for a chance to win that thing yet, really appreciate the support. And yeah, we have the Sunny shirts on the website live as well. If you guys have already got entered, really appreciate it. And thanks for all the support on the videos on the Trevor Jamison channel. Appreciate you guys watching this. We'll see you later.